Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I live. I swear I live.
You're watching V, the best of the valley.
Six, five, four,
We're like-
3, 2.
Welcome to this special edition of The V. I'm Marcus Shacknow.
And I'm Kelly Ross.
This month, we'll be switching things up.
Instead of the usual news stories and features, we have interviews with TV alumni, live performances, and man on the street segments done by our TV underclassmen.
And we have a special announcement for our TV alumni.
Trust me, you're in for a real treat.
Many TV alumni have moved on to major in communications and get jobs in the television industry.
As someone who's majoring in communications, I really look up to these alumni.
In our first interview segment, Where They Are Now, Max Merker introduces us to the Adler brothers.
Hello, I'm Max Merker with the V's newest edition, Where Are They Now? Here I have Reed and Skylar Adler, two alumni of Wayne Valley Television, and I'm here to ask them a few questions of what they've become. Hi guys.
How's it going, man?
What years were you guys at Wayne Valley?
I graduated in 2005.
I graduated in 08.
Cool. And what sparked your interest in TV? Like what caused you to take the TV production course?
I mean, it wasn't available, if I remember correctly, it wasn't available freshman year, so I took something like photo instead with
Sullivan.
yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Sullivan, yeah. But I was always interested in film and television. I mean, I liked movies like anyone else would. But I started making them when I was in middle school. We would make these silly, short films, me and Skylar.
Yeah,
and I had
same
some,
here,
yeah, and I had some editing system. I think it was called Pinnacle. And, you just, the simplest of the simple. And once I saw TV production, was an option, I hopped on. And, as soon as we met Randall, he told us, he said, after today, I think it was the first day of television, he said, after today, you'll never look at movies the same way again. And, I mean, he was right. He did, he got those basic tenets of filmmaking, embedded in our heads, and they haven't left since. So.
Yeah, honestly, when you think you're not learning a lot, you're learning so much from him, because from when I started there to when I was done, I knew a lot more about making movies.
All right. What was your contribution to the V? Like, were you a producer?
Yeah, I if I remember correctly, I was a community news producer. My main contributions in television were I was a video yearbook producer with Paige Ferrante, and I was also a producer creator of this segment called Ask Fumo, which was a monthly segment on V that we did with one of the other TV3 people, Ray Fumafredo. He was like a football player, and we thought it would be funny because he was like, a tough football player, to ask him sensitive questions and have him answer and have it be like a segment monthly. So that was my contribution. For
Yeah,
better.
I had a show with my friends called Breakfast at Barnwell's.
It's famous.
It really is.
And yeah, that's pretty much all we did in the class, but we put every day heart and soul into it.
And what was Mr. Randall's reaction when he saw the final episode of Breakfast at Barnwell's? Because he's very critical of everything.
The final episode.
Like after you did it for the month, what did he say when it was goofy and crazy?
This can't go on the air. But then it would.
Went on the
No,
air.
he was totally into it. He loved it.
Tell
It
him
was
about
fun.
the mayor.
So much
That was
fun.
cool.
Oh yeah, on our graduation day, Sean Barnwell, who is the star of Breakfast at Barnwell's, when you walk up and shake everyone's hand, the mayor was there and he was like, "Sean Barnwell from Breakfast at Barnwell's? I love that show."
So they got kudos from the mayor of Wayne. So that's pretty good.
How do you think Mr. Randall and the television program at Wayne Valley prepared you for college and, going forward? And do you think you were more prepared than other people in college based off of what you learned from Mr. Randall?
Well, I mean, Randall definitely gave us a leg up in in film production and television production compared to people who didn't have that option at their school. He wrote me a killer recommendation letter that helped, and also just general preparedness, both having shot in the field and having shot in a studio environment were two things that I would hop into pretty quickly once I was at college for film production. So yeah, I mean, he was great. He came from the field, so he had the real life experience, and he shared it with us any way possible. Yeah, no, I really respected him at the time and still do. No, and still do. And still do.
Yeah, and like the sound end of TV definitely tied into what I do now, and I learned so much from those
Did you take
three
any
years.
other classes at Wayne Valley that had to do with sound? Like,
Besides like jazz rock improv,
Percussion
because now they
percussion
offer
ensemble.
things like music perspectives where you could work with Max and kind of make.
Oh yeah, they had that senior year. I think I didn't get in or something. I don't even know what the requirements were, like years and years of music theory or something, and I didn't have those classes. So
Right.
Now it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter anymore.
All right. Tell me a little bit about what you guys do in your careers.
I'm a recording engineer. I operate this studio here that I've been working out of I started working out of here in high school, junior year, and I've just been building it up, and now I work down here full time.
So if bands or something want to come and record, you can help them out with that pretty much?
Yeah, bands from the surrounding states come here and do full recording, mixing, mastering services, and yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So he ended up on the music end of entertainment business, and I work on the film and television end. I'm also an audio engineer, but I don't do it in a studio. I do it out on set. So whatever we're shooting, be it a commercial, TV show, a corporate thing, whatever it is, I'm the one that's on set tracking the audio as it happens. So yeah, it's fun.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Depends on the day, There's good and bad to every job in film.
And what's a dream in your careers or maybe future careers that you would like to accomplish?
I just want to be able to wake up and record music every day, whether I'm doing that on a big scale or a smaller scale. As long
So
as
you're
I'm
really doing
doing
what
that,
you
I'm
love
happy.
now.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's living his dream.
Yeah.
It's great. But yeah, I do. My dream. See, I've never had a dream before you asked me.
question.
Yeah, it is. No, it's tough. No, I mean, I love producing documentaries, and I have been doing such for the past few years. Right now, I'm in production on a feature documentary with a few friends of mine, and my dream is to be able to produce films and docs and whatever it be that I genuinely care about, and have that be my main source of income. Right now, I work as an audio engineer for other people. I've worked for Discovery Channel or MTV or whoever the employee is, but it's not me working for myself. So yeah, my goal is to make films that I genuinely enjoy, and I could be an above the line
You're the guy
paid.
that thinks
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
making a documentary right now that Larry David's in.
Yeah, we just got Larry David as a part of our documentary.
That's awesome.
It took us about 1.5 years to finally get him in a room, but we did, and we interviewed him for a solid hour. He's an integral part to the story that our doc is about.
awesome.
Yeah, it should hopefully be done within the next year or two. Docs are a super long process, just kind of gathering everything you need to make it happen. So yeah, and this is the first feature that I've produced. I've made a few shorts, a few music videos, a few, smaller short form docs, but this is the first feature length that we're embarking on. So it's a process. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of money. So if anybody out there watching public access has,
Wants to
200.
sponsor it,
Yeah. It's like the same as like buying sponsorship for V. Yeah. What does it run, like 250K? Because that's about what we need to finish this movie. So but we've been raising it. Whether it's like 5, 10K at a time from people that we just bring our prospectus. Just hack away at it. We know what our final number is, but it's just hard to get there. The struggle never stops.
Tell them about Anosmia.
Anosmia.
The film
Oh yeah,
festivals
we made me and a few of my buddies, the ones who I work on, the documentaries and music videos we make. We made a short form doc called Anosmia, which is actually about people who can't smell. And my good friend who was the director, I was producing it. He never been able to smell since birth. Yeah, you always forget though. I'll be hanging out with him. I've known him for like 9 years now. I'll be like, yo, you smell that, or what is that? He can't. So we made a doc about it. It was funded by Cannes and PBS, like Cannes Film Festival, which was cool because since they funded it, it was also like in the festival. So Jacob, the director, went to France for that, but I didn't travel there. But no, it was cool. The doc got a good, it was in New York Doc Fest at IFC Center, and it was also on PBS, and it was. What's the last one? Oh, New York Times bought it from us. So New York Times paid us to put it on their OpDocs website. So that was cool. So we hope that like the little success that our little doc had, our big doc will have big success. So yeah, that's what I'm currently engaged in. Also playing music with this guy. We play in a band together.
We've been playing in bands since freshman year of high school together.
Yeah, so. I was a senior, he was a freshman. We finally joined forces.
Now that we're big rock stars, it's finally paid off.
Yeah, we make so much money playing music, it's ridiculous. All right, ask me my favorite Randall memory.
All right, yes, last but not least, what's your favorite John Randall memory?
You got to go first because I still don't have one.
You go first.
There's just so many. There's so many. He was a great guy. He was hilarious.
Definitely the best teacher I've had throughout school years.
Yeah, he was an excellent teacher. Just the right amount of goofy, just the right amount of serious.
And that's what I was saying before. You don't realize you're learning, but you're learning so much because he's so laid back. So,
and he did have
a teacher. Yeah.
All right, thank you for
absolutely.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
Where Reed and Skylar Adler, where they are now, and where Wayne Valley Television has brought them. Thank you.
It's crazy to think that not too long ago, they were in our position.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
As you all know, The V is produced by the TV3 seniors.
But before we reach this point, we had to go through TV1 and TV2, where we learned everything we need to know.
Yep. In TV1, we focused on in-studio production, while in TV2, we learned about field production and editing.
This show, we have some of the recent projects done by the TV underclassmen.
The TV2s will ask the Valley students and staff to do their favorite SpongeBob impression.
And Grant Farillo, Matt Wodovic, Chris Donahoe, and Nick Gould will show us what it's like to perform under pressure.
It's the dream.
Janet! Marty!
May I take your hat, sir?
Chocolate! I need the chocolate!
Little.
I don't watch SpongeBob.
I'm ready!
Krusty Krab pizza.
They're selling chocolate?
I'm Patrick.
SpongeBob, I don't even watch SpongeBob. Is this the Krusty Krab?
No! This is Patrick!
The Krusty Krab pizza is a pizza for you and me. I don't watch SpongeBob.
Mignon.
Hey, Squidward. I'm Squidward.
Photosynthesis. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Mignon. Patrick, I love you, Patrick. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea.
I don't watch the show, so I can't do that for you. Although I am amazed that, being that you guys are 17 and 18 years old, many of you, that you're still obsessed with a show like SpongeBob. I've never understood it. I guess I need to watch it for myself.
Turned away from it all like a blind man. Sat on the fence, but it don't work.
Keep coming up with love, but it's so slashed and torn. Pressure.
That was a great performance. We definitely have some future performers in our TV program.
It's time for a break. Coming up, Max will talk to an alumni from the class of 2005, Steve Salerno.
No, you're not leaving, all right? No.
This isn't a PSA about a sexual assault.
Yeah, party, man. No, you're not gonna go. Stay right here and handle it.
It's about being the guy
I think that
who stops it. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back.
Our next interview is with Steve Salerno, a video editor.
Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Max Merker again with the segment Where Are They Now? I'm here with Steve Salerno, who also has a job in the TV production industry. So nice to have you here, Steve.
Thanks for having me.
So what years did you attend Wayne Valley?
I graduated in 2005.
So you were the same age as Reed?
Yep.
Very cool. And what sparked your TV interest? Why did you take the TV production course?
I think it started with me editing skateboard videos when I was younger. So that got me into video production because I was riding around town with a camera and a skateboard and just filming everything. And then my older brother had been in TV production, and he talked highly of Mr. Randall and the whole program. So that made me want to get into it.
Okay, and did you bring anything new to the V? Like any ideas, anything like that?
Yeah, I feel like our whole year, senior year 2005, we had a lot of changes for the V program, and our goal was to try to make it more popular with the kids, because I feel like
still a goal we have today.
Yeah, not a lot of people were watching it, so we tried to bring like new content, funny content that the students would want to watch, as well as the parents, because I feel like it was mostly parents or people in the neighborhood, watching before that. Yeah. So I feel like we accomplished our goal, because kids started tuning in a lot more, and we had a lot of funny content that it related to everybody. Everybody could get into it.
How do you think Mr. Randall and the program at Wayne Valley prepared you for college and what you do now?
I felt like I was a step ahead, because going into college as a freshman in a film production program, I had already maybe 2-3 years of editing experience just through the TV program. Same thing with cameras. I was comfortable using cameras, and I mean, that helped me a lot.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about what you do in your career now.
Right now I'm a video editor. I work for a PR agency, so we work with a lot of different brands in fashion, music, sports. It's a nice variety of work. I get to work with celebrities and big brands, and it's good. We're mostly cutting stuff for the web, so it'll go on brands' Facebook pages, YouTube pages, and we've done some commercials as well. So if you saw the new Action Park commercial this summer, that's something we cut.
Oh, wow.
So it's fun. It's a good time. I've always been mostly into post-production, and that's where I find myself now. And I started in the TV class. That's where I first learned Final Cut, and
Do you still use Final Cut today?
Still editing on Final Cut today. So yeah, Randall got me started. So I could thank him for where I'm at today.
And so what is a dream you have in your career? What do you want to accomplish?
That's a good question. I feel like I'm still kind of figuring it out. I've been editing for a while now, and post-production is definitely the area I feel most comfortable in, and that's what I like most. But in the future, I see myself kind of being a producer, and I'm working with web video now, but I kind of want to get back to TV, which is where I was before I was in my current job. So maybe I'll be producing sometime in the future. Maybe I won't even be in this industry. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, thank you for sitting down with me, Steve. I appreciate it. And that's all we have for now. And this is what Steve has become. Thank you.
Before we know it, we're going to be adults too.
Yeah, with real jobs and real responsibilities like voting. It's so crazy that we're going to be able to vote in our next election.
I know. I'm excited though. If you could vote for anyone to be president, who would it be?
Well, definitely Ellen or Keith Perrion.
Keith, definitely Keith. The TV2s will again take to the halls to find out who our next president should be.
And then the cast of The Who's Tommy will perform a song from the spring musical.
I would choose I think
Fetty Wap, because I think he brings a real positive message to the kids, and he could do a lot for this country.
Jenna Riley.
Tara Murphy.
Sammy Crank.
Sammy Crank. Sammy Crank.
Right now, probably Donald Duck.
Somebody I really admire, who I hear might run, so it's more realistic than Donald Duck, is Donald Trump.
Mrs. Moses.
Vinny Tedesco.
Tyler Burchell.
I am.
Why is that?
Because everybody else sucks.
Obama?
Lil Wayne.
My good friend Mark DeLuise.
Bill Cosby. Even after all that allegations, I think he'd be an excellent president.
Hillary Clinton.
Kanye West. He's a god.
Probably Tim Reimer.
Hillary Clinton.
Vincent Tedesco.
Hey, Bennett.
Bennett Domizet.
Bennett Domizet. Me. Benny D. He's smart. He can take care of the country. I know he can. I know he can.
Excellent for running the country. Absolutely.
Marcus, how does it feel to have performed in your last Valley show?
It's bittersweet, but I'm ready to take things to the next level.
It's time for another break. Coming up, we have a performance from our TV ones that you won't want to miss.
It is now 12 a.m. The curfew is now in effect.
Give me all your money, kid.
Here, take everything.
Get up.
What?
Where do you think you're going? Huh?
Just to meet some friends, okay?
Yeah. You know the drill. Get back inside.
Welcome back. Up next, Max will interview our final alumni, Alex Megaro.
Who basically does everything.
Hi, I'm Max Merker here again with Alex Megaro, who's here to tell us about his profession in the TV industry, and he's also a graduate of Wayne Valley and alumni of the Wayne Valley television program. All right, how you doing today, Alex?
I'm great. I'm talking to you.
All right, and what years were you at Wayne Valley?
I was there from 2001 until 2005, so I'm from the class of 05.
Okay, and what sparked your interest in the TV production class and TV in general?
Well, I've always been obsessed with movies my whole life, and any chance to mess around with cameras or somehow put that into practice in a school setting seemed like I'd be basically on vacation in those classes, because it's exactly what I wanted to do. So when the chance came up to actually take a television production class, it's about the closest thing to, let's say, a strict filmmaking class that I could get. So I jumped at the chance immediately.
Okay, and what was your contribution to the V?
I was the main anchor for the V, so I was your humble host. And as well as doing that, I mean, I would write, I guess whatever we were reading off the teleprompter, I was writing at the time. So I was writing the script and...
Reading the script?
Yeah, reading the script. And I think about 95% of what I actually wrote was not allowed to be read on the air. That's not a joke, that was consistent. So there was like but a morsel of my original writing on there, but it was fun.
Did you bring anything to the V or Wayne Valley television that was new or different?
Besides my extremely sensuous voice, I don't know. I mean, my class we had a lot of talented people that year, and you've interviewed Steve Salerno, and he was explaining how we were trying to bring something different, as I'm sure every class tries to, but we kind of actively were saying we can make this, at the very least, more entertaining, bring in addition to the news segments, do small entertainment segments, skits, performances, or anything. So I tried to just, as the main anchor, bring in some kind of sense of humor to things, which often backfired, got me into trouble, or was stricken completely. But I think we just tried to make it a fun show that people actively looked forward to each week.
Awesome. And how do you think Wayne Valley Television and Mr. Randall prepared you for college and what you do now?
It prepared me really well, because I mean, I went to film school afterwards, and the education he gives us is like surprisingly dense for if you're going into that field. I mean, even the difference between film and television notwithstanding, like there's similar concepts between both, and he teaches you the basic tenets of everything that you need. He forces you to look at movies in a different way, at TV in a different way. And then when you say you go to film school, or if you go to film school, they basically reiterate the first year and the first classes, everything that he taught us. So I got to go in with that advantage of pretty much knowing all of that inherently and having it, forced down our throat for 3 years, which is really helpful. It's not anything to scoff at. It was really good, and also it was really fun too. Yeah. So it's one of the rare classes that we actually actively enjoyed learning in.
What is your career now, and what do you do now, pretty much?
I do a lot of things. I mean, basically, I'm a film director. I have a strange path to this that I should sort of explain, because I always wanted to be a film director. I went to film school just because I didn't know what else to do after high school. But this also goes into how Mr. Randall's class prepped me. So right out of college, I got hired as an editor at NBC, where I worked for 4 years. And I was able to get that job because of editing skills that began accruing in high school in his class. So I got into that, and while I was there, and throughout college too, I'd been making short films that I would write and direct. My first film in college got onto PBS. My thesis film got into a lot of festivals throughout the country. And then when I was working at NBC, I made another film on my own that started being shown throughout in different countries, and it played in Mexico and Colombia, as well as in the U.S. But because that film was seen in Mexico, do you know the film Gravity?
Yeah.
Okay. That director, Alfonso Cuarón, a guy who works as his assistant director, teaches at a film school in Mexico. And I had a friend who was in a class with him in Mexico, and through some roundabout way, I got my film to be shown in that class. I flew down there, and basically I fell in love with the city. I met a lot of great people, and I immediately quit my job at NBC. I quit a few other freelance jobs. I had about 3 full-time jobs simultaneously, and moved down there and worked in the Mexican industry, wrote a feature script. I walked in off the street and talked my way into becoming a film professor at a film school down there.
Were you fluent in Spanish?
I was learning. I can speak somewhat well, but I was advertised as the film director from New York who would teach only in English, which was kind of great. And then I spent my time working there, writing a feature script, came back here, and now I am basically doing freelance work to accrue money to eventually make this feature. I work for Lord & Taylor. I'm basically their main video guy.
Oh, wow.
Recently was interviewing a Jonas brother. I did a thing with Jesse J, with Reed Adler, actually, who works with me, who you interviewed as well. I direct commercials, music videos. I do freelance editing as well. But it's really all to make money to eventually put towards this feature film that, if everything works out well, I will be shooting at the end of next year and hopefully be doing that in Ecuador.
Wow.
Yeah, so let's hope it works out.
So is that pretty much your dream? You want to continue doing feature films, or do you have something?
No, I mean, that's what I've always wanted to do. I never really questioned that. So, I mean, the dream at this point will be to write and direct this film, and then to continue doing it. But first step is to finish my first feature.
All right. Anything else you want to say to the Wayne Valley Television viewers? A message to
viewers, or even the students in the class. If you're serious about working in TV or film, go to school if you can afford it. If you have money that you just want to spend on making a film, do that, but do it if you're serious about it. Don't go into it because you think it's fun, because it's going to be like a cool thing to do. If you love it, do it, and don't listen to anyone who says that you can't, or just puts you down, because it is the most difficult thing you can do in the most difficult industry, but you have to really have a special kind of resolve to make it through. But if you have that and you work really hard, you will be successful in some form.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
And that's all we have for now. And this is where he has become. Thank you.
You know what? I miss being a kid. The fact that we will be leaving for college this summer, crazy.
I hear you, Kelly. I definitely miss the endless free time and not having a care in the world.
Our TV2s will find out what Valley misses the most about childhood, coming up.
And later, Joe Scancarella, Jake Citrullo, and Zach Neath will lip sync to their favorite song.
Want to know what song? Stay tuned.
What do you miss most about being a child? I miss most about being a kid is nap time and snack time.
Not having a care in the world.
How there was no stress and responsibilities.
I miss snow days that were actually fun and meant that I could have fun, but now as a mom, I have to do all the work.
Still am a child and I do whatever I want when I want.
Having crazy amounts of homework.
My training wheels.
Probably SpongeBob. Yeah, watching SpongeBob isn't the same anymore, to be honest. So,
Diapers.
I hated being a kid.
being older is so much better.
Not having to walk.
Having to go to school and not really have to worry about homework and stuff, maybe, I guess, something like that.
How it wasn't really inappropriate to soil yourself, and now if I like pee in my pants, it's kind of like frowned upon because I'm older.
Santa, but I'm Jewish.
I like getting babied. Doing whatever I want. Yep, whatever I want. Like going to the park and picking up rocks and taking them home in my pocket.
Not having any real responsibility.
Playing in the street with Casey Bennett. I'd have to say that.
Not caring about anything.
Sitting in class like they're doing, like walking around. Look at Akram. Where are you supposed to be, Akram? In your seat. Thank you.
Man, That performance was really something.
Yeah, that kid has some sweet moves. Thank you, TV1s and TV2s, for sharing some of your recent projects with us. We can't wait to see what you guys do in the coming years.
As for any TV alumni, we have a special announcement.
We will be hosting a TV3 alumni party, May 29th.
Let's take a look back at the past year's TV classes.
I'm really looking forward to seeing all the alumni.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Thanks for tuning in for our special edition of The V.
We hoped you enjoyed your preview of the years to come, as well as our journey into the past.
That's it for this show.
You're watching V, the best of the Valley. Good job.
We'll be dancing. Yeah.
Probably me.
I think I've had enough. I might get a little drunk. I say what's on my mind. I might do a little time. 'Cause all of my kindness is taken for weakness. Now I'm 4 or 5 seconds from wildin', and we got 3 more days till Friday. I'm just trying to make it back.